Well, good morning, friends and family. This is Wander on day 133 of my Appalachian Trail journey. Brother John right there has dropped me off here at this U.S. Forest Service Road 10, Big Branch. There's Big Branch River right down there that everybody comes up here to see. And I've got a 17 and change mile hike going northbound. I'll be heading that way. And so supposed to be a nice day today, though maybe get kind of hot. Supposed to be high in the 90s today, low 90s. So, but we're going to do a mini flip-flop. I'm going to hike down to Road 103, and then Brother John will pick me up and drive me north, and then I'll come back to that. Make sure the end of the day being a downhill. So, that being said, let me get on the road, and I will bring you back when I find something interesting to share with you. So, as I'm leaving the trailhead, Brother John's back there. And there's a nice little stream here going by, and more to come. Okay, here's one of these other steel I-beam bridges going across this little stream here. Nice little waterfall right there. Heading down. Well, here's our first boardwalk for the day. Got a little gap here for mud for us to walk through. Then back on a boardwalk. Alright, I am approaching Little Rock Pond. There are tenters nearby. This is a very popular destination. I think there is a trail that goes around it. At least partway around. Alright. Yeah. Appalachian Trail north. Little Rock Pond Loop goes that way. Alright. Let's keep going north. And let me step down here first, give you a view of the lake. This looks like a good scenic view right here. Oh yeah. Somebody said that's Little Rock. Could be. There is a shelter right up there. So, what I seen was a tent on a tent platform. Alright, this is pretty nice going around the lake. We'll enjoy it while we can. Just another quick view of the lake before we head into the woods, it looks like. Alright, signpost. LTAT. Little bridge over there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyhow, we'll keep moving this way. We are now past a little pond, Little Rock Pond area. So I expect the trail to get a little more rougher, normal. But as we get away from where most people hike to. Well, there's a sign missing here, and there's some old parts. Apparently there used to be a mill here, And these are parts left over from it, I guess. The water, the river's way down below there, so it seems like it's kind of out of place for a mill, but maybe. Well, come up to a bridge, crossing the stream we've been following for a while. Alright, looks like we got a lot of mud coming up here, so then put this away so I can figure out how to get through this less messy. Okay, we got a red sign here. I suspect there's one over there too. I guess it's to keep maybe vehicles from coming up here. There might have been used to be a bridge over here. Looks like maybe at one time. Just want to show you the trail right now. Hiking through these tall pine trees. I guess there's a view over there. I can't make out what that is, but yeah. And the trail is a carpet of pine needles. This, at one time, was a rock garden. This does not look like the place I'd seen on other videos. But it garners a note on the Far Out app as a rock garden. Okay, so this is the place I remember. This is called White Rocks Junction. I used to say this is a little baby cairn factory because at one time this whole area was covered with little rock cairns that people over the time had taken time to stack up. And then 3 years ago, somebody came up here, some buddies, and knocked them all down, just out of pure spite and meanness. I don't know why people do stuff like that, but they did. So it doesn't quite look like it used to, but there are a few cairns there that people have started building again. All right, one more down till. Oops, what's the sign say here? Oh yeah, White Rocks. All right. Well, let's keep going. Go, we got a sign, Long Trail AT North that way to Vermont 140. White Rocks, Kiewit Trail to Picnic Area Point 4. So there's a Blue Blaze going down that way. I think there's parking down there too. But a White Blaze has us going this way. We're going to be crossing a river here pretty quick. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's right down below here. I just got to get down this wet, slick rock face. All right, let me put you away so I can get down. All right, this here is what they call Bully Brook. Nice little river. I'm gonna find me a spot and set up shop and get some water before I head that way. All right, so I got my water filled up. Now I need to cross here somewhere. Some of these rocks that are underwater are kind of slick. Looks like a lot of people go upstream just a little bit. Maybe I will too. So, all right, let me get across here. All right, just coming out on Russell Road. More or less a gravel road out here in the middle of the woods. There's a pull off there if you need one. Other than that, not much here. So we'll keep going. The next road is Vermont 140, which I think is right down there. Here's a little stream coming down. This, I believe, is 140. And the white blaze. All right. And we're going to cross right here and go back in the woods. I do miss my bug net today, and that's mosquitoes have been buzzing me. Little bend in the road here. Enough signs here to make sure you're going the right way. And blazes. All right, we got it. About 3 miles, maybe a little more than 3 miles down to the road where Brother John's going to pick me up. And I don't know if I told you, today's going to be going to do a small flip-flop. And when he picks me up at 103, he's going to drive north to a place called Lottery Road. And he will drop me off there, and then I will hike south about 2 miles back to 103. That'll take those 2 miles off. The gnats are terrible today. That'll take 2 miles off tomorrow's hike, which provides better time coordination, if you will, for him picking me up with the RV as he's heading to the new RV park tomorrow. So I'll get the RV pickup treatment. Ain't that nice? All right. Still going downhill, which is good. I was getting kind of hot. Last time I checked, the temperature was only 77, but it was feeling quite warm. So I found a little stream and dipped my buff in it, got it wet, and then wiped my head all down with it, back of my neck. It really feels great. And I actually wiped down my front of my pant legs, cooled them down a little bit. And then I put that wet buff on my head, and yeah, so it's nice and wet up there, keeping my top of my head cool. All right, this is the kind of forest we're in right now. Nice, easy walk right now. There's a shelter up there. And what I'm not sure of is which way does the path go. I think it goes up this way. Yeah, there's a white blaze. So we don't go up to the shelter right there. We just turn to the side and go this way. So I just seen this sign over here on a side trail. Lake Trail Loop. Interesting. Alright, continuing on. Alright, I am up here at Airport View or Airport something or other. There's an airport down there. Let's see, they got an ILS on that end. Don't see anything else on there. Don't see any approach lights. So very limited nav aids on it. Maybe a glide slope over there. Let's see, can I zoom in? Should be right about there. Maybe a glide slope down at that end. Yeah, there's the glide slope, okay. Yeah, so two runways. And not much else. Looks like it's general aviation type stuff. But here's the rest of the view. Looking back that way. Got the suspension bridge. Very, very bouncy. But take a look at this gorge that this water's flowing through. Ain't this awesome? Just spectacular. People down there swimming, enjoying it. Oh, this is just, I think this is Clarendon Gorge. This bridge was closed for a little bit until they repaired it. Whew. Okay. Parking lot should be just up here a bit. And Brother John will be picking me up there. Okay, me and Brother John are up here at Lottery Road. We just came up from there. Brother John is right there, dropped me off. And I've got I think it's, calculates out a 1.9 mile trip back to where he just picked me up at Vermont 103. But it's all downhill, in theory. Overall, downhill. So, that being said, that's where I will go tomorrow, northbound. And there's a white blaze on that gate, and the tree going southbound. So, let's get going and get this day done. Okay, I just got to the top of Beacon Hill. Not much in the way of views, but it's what they call this little hump. So, now it's downhill for a while. Oh, you notice I got a bug net on? Well, after I lost mine 2 days ago, I nearly got home that night and ordered 3, 2 for me, 1 for John. And they came in the mail today while I was hiking, and so Brother John brought them. So I would have one, keep those pesky gnats out of my face. Mosquitoes weren't so much the issue. The gnats. They want to fly in, get into everything. Ears, eyes, nose, mouth. Yeah. And they like to circle around your eyes all the time and then dive bomb them. Why is that? I don't know. All right. Okay, one last stream maybe for the day. Okay, Long and Appalachian Trail North, Governor Element Shelter. Oh yeah, I was confused for a second. I forgot I was going south. So yeah, this is the way we want to go. Well, apparently there's a shelter around here somewhere. There's a privy right there. Privy. Huh. I don't see any signs for a shelter. Okay, here's another view. There's that airport again. This time I'm on this side of the road. Okay, and I'm still heading. Well, there's the road down through there. That's where I'm headed. I've got 0.34 to go. Well, I'm back here at whatever this 103. Brother John's right there. So I made it back down the hill. So the 17.6 plus, I think it's more than that, is done. So thanks for coming along, and we'll see you tomorrow.